Welcome everybody. Welcome to Kusina Kronikels, and we're shooting our very first video today, and we're here with Dino and Warren, and I'm Vion. Dino, what are we going to be cooking today?
We are going to be cooking Filipino Adobo. My version of Filipino Adobo, actually the most basic food for Filipinos.
Never heard of it, but we'll give it a shot. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. It's going to be good.
We're going to start with something easy for you guys.
All right, let's get started.
Alright, let's start cooking. So let's start with maybe about 2 tablespoons of oil. Make sure the pot is warm. You guys listening to this? Alright.
Do Filipinos ever measure anything?
No, we don't. We really don't measure anything.
I don't think I've ever seen a recipe or heard of a recipe with an actual measurement.
So make sure the pot is hot, and then a lot of adobos doesn't have onion, but my version actually does have an onion. And just to make it clear, there's 1,000 or 1,000,000 versions of adobo in every household, Filipino household. So mine is a little bit different, and I do want to give my brother credit for this because he gave me the base of the recipe and I just adjusted it. I like my adobo a little bit on the dry side and spicy side, so you can always adjust it. And I'm actually on the sweeter side too, so we're actually gonna put sugar. So, all right. So the first ingredient, we always start, I mean for me, with the onions.
And how many onions?
I put 2 big onions, whole big onions. Just chop it.
Are they yellow onions or white?
White. I use white. And then this will take a while because I do want the onions to be transparent before we even start anything. So just put that inside. And then pretty much give it some time and we'll wait till it's transparent. That's it. We're just gonna check the onions how they're doing.
Hi, Dino.
Hey, what's up?
How's it coming along?
It's coming along.
This is what makes this a typical Filipino cuisina. Because you can see a lot of titos, titas, compares, comares just come in and just be nosy about how you cook things.
Yep.
Because
And they criticize it.
very communal, I would say, and it's coming along well. It's starting to, what's the word? Caramelize?
Caramelized, yeah.
Yes, it's
I'm always saying
yes.
transparent, but caramelized actually.
But at some point, I will use the word quintessential, okay? So just watch out for it.
We're not gonna burn it though. We're not gonna burn
We're
it.
trying not to.
So make sure you do check the onions. You don't want to burn it. And I forgot to say I'm on medium high. Just to make sure you got the right temperature, okay? So we're checking on the onions again. This looks pretty good now. Maybe a couple more minutes, 2 or 3 minutes.
We're starving, Dino!
Yeah, I know. It's almost done. We're going to wait about 2 to 3 minutes. And then we're going to add the garlic. And then the chili. And then we'll add the meat. So, let's wait for a little bit more. Just want to make sure that's done. We don't want to rush it. Alright. This is pretty good. So, we're going to start adding the garlic. A whole clove of garlic, pretty much.
Just a side note. I was Googling
A whole bunch of cloves of garlic.
Well, the whole thing.
All the little things,
The whole thing.
the whole garlic.
The whole...
Plant.
Yep.
The whole plant.
Well, not the whole plant.
The whole crop.
This whole
The
thing
bowl.
right here.
The bowl. Okay.
You put all that in there.
all of it.
Yep, all of it.
So, So I was Googling adobo,
Yep.
and I read that it came from the Spanish word adobar,
Yes, it did.
meaning marinade
Marinade or sauce.
or sauce.
Yep.
Which typically the Filipinos use vinegar,
Yep.
correct?
Well, we also use vinegar,
But now soy sauce a lot.
vinegar and soy sauce, pretty much. Yep.
But yeah, so really it came from a Spanish word, which is not surprising because same kind of
Yep. Plus, we use vinegar because Philippines is a poor country, so we didn't have fridge. So to preserve the food, we use vinegar. So yep. All right, so the garlic is done. So we're gonna add some of the spices. If you notice, guys, I really don't measure anything. This is kind of about 2 to 3 tablespoons of your favorite, pretty much, spices, chili.
You measure by heart.
Yes, my heart. Yes, I do.
Every time I ask his mom how to make something, she's like, it's a little bit of this,
A little bit of that. Yeah, we really don't measure. But you know what? In adobo, though, no, in adobo, we measure the vinegar and the soy sauce.
The ratio is
The ratio has to be perfect.
So, but like it's a legit measurement? Or
Yeah.
do you have some, like your
No,
way of
I'm actually
measuring
gonna use a
rice?
measuring
Okay.
cup.
Yeah.
All right, since we got that in there, I am gonna use 1 pork bouillon because we're not using
One
bone.
caramel.
Because we're or the caramel. Because we're gonna use chicken breast and pork loin. So there's no bone. We need that flavor. So I'm actually gonna. Oh, look at that! A late person coming into.
What do you know?
We talked about coming here at 4 p.m. and what time is it? 6 p.m.
Like you said, this is not a cooking show. Okay? This is a Filipino lifestyle, you know?
Yes.
Okay? And not to be stereotypical, but yes.
All right, so I added the bouillon, then the meat comes in. So since our prep is almost done, I'm gonna add the meat. I am using about 2 pounds of pork sirloin. I mean pork sirloin. Pork loin.
Sirloin.
Pork loin.
Yes.
And 2 pounds of chicken breast. We're just gonna add this.
So what's more typical? Pork or
Back-
chicken?
Well, it depends with you. Actually, you can just do just straight up chicken or straight up pork. But for me, I like combining them. It tastes better for me. And I do like using loin and chicken breast because it's easier to eat. I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 bay leaves just for good aroma. And then we are gonna cover that again and wait for it to cook pretty much about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll add the vinegar and the soy sauce next. So we're just checking on it, just making sure it's not burnt. We gotta mix it up a little bit. Lower the heat a little bit.
What are you talking about? That is his normal cooking attire.
That's his normal cooking attire.
Yeah, this is my normal cooking attire. What are you talking about?
In case you're wondering, that's David right there.
That's David right there trying to watch.
Are you tearing that apart?
No, I'm not. I'm just mixing it up.
I've never seen anybody
So-
else like that.
Well, it's easier, you know. See?
No, I'm not saying you're
What's it-
wrong. I'm
Cooking
just saying I've
chicken
never
and
seen
pork
that.
or
Yeah,
mixing
see?
cement over there.
All right. Well, at this point, we are gonna add our vinegar and soy sauce. This is the only part of this dish that we're actually gonna measure.
Yeah.
So,
Yung ano, yung label
With
ng-
your little tabo.
yeah. Yes, my little tabo.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use 1 cup of vinegar. I'm using the spicy one because we like it spicy.
Spicy.
Yep.
Like your apron.
Yeah.
Which also uses as a breath mint.
Yeah. So we use 1 cup of vinegar. And then we use,
What kind of vinegar is that?
That's what I was gonna ask.
it's the, well, I use the,
Is it a Filipino?
yep,
vinegar?
it's a
Oh,
Filipino
okay.
brand, that
It's coconut, yeah?
Yep, coconut. And then 1/3 cup of soy sauce.
I didn't know you can do fractions, Dino.
So this is weird, but when my mom used to cook this, as soon as you add the vinegar, you cannot touch the dish. That's what they taught us. I don't know why, but I'm just following it. So once you add the vinegar, you pretty much just close the lid and wait for the magic to happen.
I wonder if it's so like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because the vinegar. She told me, because I asked that. Why can I mix it once I mix the vinegar? They
Because her
said
mom
that-
told her so.
yeah. I get a spanking. No, but the thing is, no, she said that the vinegar won't cook properly. But I don't know what she meant by that.
Yeah.
So once you add the vinegar, just let it
It's just
settle
like
in.
one of those traditions that you follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just follow that, and it
It's one of
usually
those
comes
things,
out.
better safe than sorry.
So yeah, you don't touch it for a little bit until it actually cooks all the meat, and then we'll go from there. All right, we're back. So after about 20 minutes, checking on the adobo, it looks looking good. Let's mix it up a little bit. This is after 20 minutes. I didn't touch it after I added the vinegar. So now we can mix it up a little bit. As you can see, it's very saucy. Well, how do you say that? There's so much liquid.
Loose.
It's loose, yeah. So saucy. Yeah. So typically I will add the sugar here if you want a lot of liquid with your adobo. But as I've said, I want my adobo on the drier side, so I will actually take out the meat and then reduce the sauce to about 3/4. So I am gonna take out the meat. I'm gonna add some pepper. Obviously, we kind of a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of pepper, ground pepper.
Oh yeah.
Someone's at the door.
Someone's at the door. And then I do like my adobo garlicky, so I'll add a little bit more garlic powder.
The Vampira Special.
And then we'll add some sugar, because I do like my adobo on the sweeter side. So we'll use about
It's like his voice.
maybe about 5 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll add more if we want some.
What about brown sugar?
We can. I typically use white
White
sugar.
sugar.
Not sure why, but I just like the white sugar.
It's more available. I think it's
Yeah,
hard
that's
to-
true.
It's more typical. And then you're just gonna reduce that. Well, before that, we gotta mix it up a little bit.
What about in the Philippines though? What's more typical, brown or
Whatever we can steal
What?
next time.
But
Let's use palm
in Philippines,
sugar,
brown sugar is much cheaper than white.
It is. It is.
That's
It is
what I said about it.
cheaper.
I feel like white sugar would not.
So
be
after that, we're gonna let that
Or
reduce
it's
to
It's
about
more prominent, but
We use
maybe
the sugar
3/4
with
of
a
this,
lot
and then we'll
privilege,
come back.
which is-
the white.
So after 20 minutes, we're gonna check it out. It's been reduced to about half. You can go further with this, but I am gonna add a little bit more of, a little bit of patis actually.
What is patis?
Oh, patis, fish sauce. Fish sauce, I mean. Yeah.
Is it fermented?
Yes. Any Filipino dish is not complete without patis, but just a little bit because we have soy sauce already.
And because it probably has a strong flavor. Right?
Yeah, it has very strong fishy flavor. So
it's okay to say that patis is all on the salty side.
yeah, very salty. Very salty. So you can go further with this, but we are gonna go ahead and add the meat back to the sauce.
He's taking the meat back in.
Yep. I did add a little bit more sugar in it. Maybe a tablespoon.
Save on dessert.
Yeah. cheaper that way. And then this should be done. So
You
you
don't have to let the meat kind of
just
marinate
just a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, because it already has the flavor of the sauce pretty much.
Yeah.
I just wanted it to be reduced a little bit. And some people put boiled eggs if you want, or fried eggs for breakfast, or garnish with
Green onions.
green onions. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do actually. So we're gonna let this soak in the flavor for a little bit more, maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're done. And we're gonna plate. Alright, we are actually done. So this is our finished product. We're turn off, and we're actually gonna plate. This is always good with rice. So that's how it. Yeah, anything, everything.
What would you
Rice.
get with without
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, rice.
Yep.
Dessert, rice.
Yeah, we actually, fun fact, adobo is actually pretty good the longer it lasts. So if you eat this 3 days from now, it is much better. So because of the vinegar. Okay, we're done. So we are gonna start plating. It looks pretty good right now. I'm biased because it's my cooking, obviously. So we're gonna put some meat on the side. You can put this on the top too if you want. Depends on how much meat you want. You can add egg into it, fried egg, boiled egg, it's up to you. Put a little bit of sauce in the rice. Alright, make it a little bit fancier. We can put green onions on the top. And that's pretty much it. Your finished product. Yeah! And you can serve it.
A wonderful meal is not complete without friends and family, so we'd like to thank friends and family, and especially to Dino for making us this wonderful meal.
Yeah, that guy over there.
That guy.
And of course you guys for joining us. So as you can see, the meal is not complete with the adobo. We have lumpia, we have sinigang, we have, what else do we have?
Well, we have the dip.
We have dip,
We have brownies.
we have
Yeah,
brownies from the store.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a variety of food usually at a Filipino table, not just one thing. You know, food on food on food. So, if there's something you want to see next time, just let us know. Comment down below. Until next time,
Well, we do have some ideas on what to cook next, but
let us
make
know.
some suggestions. Yep.
Yep, and don't forget to hit the like and
Yep.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Thank you. Salamat.
Kain na!